Hi, I'm Jan with Academic Technologies. For faculty members who frequently display information from their computer, it's common to find that the text and images on your screen are too small for students to read. Fortunately, we in Academic Tech have discovered a free Windows tool known as Zoomit, which allows you to zoom in and pan on your computer screen with only a couple of keystrokes. In this video, we'll show you where you can download and install this application, as well as its basic setup and use. If you have any questions while watching this video, you can reach out to CNU's Academic Tech team or to me directly at jana.doherty@cnu.edu. Zoomit is a downloadable tool that works on all versions of Windows computers and is provided by Microsoft's TechNet website. We'll provide a link to the download in the description below this video. When you first download, just by clicking Download Zoomit, the application is going to come in a zip file, which you'll need to unzip in order to use. I'm using a Chrome browser now, so we'll just open up that file. You'll see the zipped file here. It will ask me to extract everything from that file and select a destination for the application. Now that the file is unzipped, I can open the application. The application itself works fairly simply. It's designed to allow you to tie its zoom and drawing functions to sets of keystrokes. In order to prevent you from accidentally triggering these functions when performing other actions on your computer, it's recommended that you make at least one of those keys the control key, as shown in this application's default zoom. If you want regular access to Zoomit's functions, we also recommend that you tick the box at the bottom of the window to automatically run Zoomit in the background every time you start up Windows. The first function for this application is the one you'll see right at the front, the zoom function. The application window allows you to set the degree of magnification that your keystroke trigger will create. For the sake of this demonstration, we'll keep the default magnification of 2 times. We'll also keep the default keystroke trigger of Control 1, but please note that you can change this trigger if you have a combination that's more comfortable for you to use on your keyboard. The second function that this application provides is a draw function. This function allows you to use the cursor to draw on your computer screen directly. While the draw function is often tied to the zoom function, as you'll see in just a minute, the application also provides the ability to trigger the draw function without zooming in using the Draw tab. This is incredibly useful when creating screencasts or bringing attention to key items on your screen during class time. The Draw tab also provides information you can find useful when using the draw function, such as how to switch the colors you're drawing in or the keystrokes required to draw a straight line, which can be useful for those of us who struggle to draw a straight line on our own. Once again, we'll keep the default trigger for the draw function of Control 2. The final function I want to note in this video is a type function. This function will allow you to type directly onto your computer screen regardless of what kind of window you have open. Unlike Zoom and Draw, this portion of the application has a default trigger, which you can see here. It's also only accessible while in drawing mode. It's important to note that while this application's window is open, the triggers I have set won't be active. They'll actually activate once I click OK and the window closes, because the application is now running in the background. Now let's demonstrate. Once I can use the keystroke set for zooming, in this case Control 1, the screen will zoom to the current location of my mouse. I can then use the mouse to move around the screen, or click the mouse once to lock the zoom in place. When the screen is locked in place, the draw function is activated. You can see that my cursor is now turned into a small red cross, and I can use that to draw on the zoomed in screen. To return to the normal size screen, simply use the same keystrokes you used to trigger the zoom to zoom back out. So I hit Control 1 again, and I return to my main screen look. Once you have zoomed it back out, anything you have drawn on the screen will also disappear. To enter draw mode without zooming in, you can use the keystrokes you set for the pure draw mode, in our case, Control 2. You can once again see that the cursor has changed into a small red cross, and from here, you can draw using that cursor the same way you did when in zoom mode. You can also use the instructions the application provided to make changes such as changing the color of your ink or to draw a straight line. For example, let's change our color to green by hitting G on their keyboard, and now we can draw in green. To end this function, it's a little bit different. Instead of hitting the keystrokes for the draw function, we're once again going to use the ones we set for the zoom function. When in draw mode, the trigger for ending zoom will just turn off draw mode and let any annotations you've drawn on your screen just disappear. So we'll hit Control 1 again, and all our annotations are gone, and our cursor has returned. While this application has some very simple functions, the utility in the classroom can be incredibly useful, especially for pointing out small details in a program or accommodating for students with vision impairments. If you have any questions about Zoomit or how to get it onto your computer, or just want to look for other applications that are similar to Zoomit, feel free to reach out to our Academic Technologies team, or again, reach out to me directly at jana.doherty@cnu.edu. Bye!